All of your heart. It sounds like all of my heart. But it's all of your heart. It is. I did some study on the actual olive tree. Yes. And some of it takes like 5 years to begin to produce any olives, and the olive trees last 50 to 100 years. And I wanted to plant some olive trees, and I'm reminded of how Israel was always asking for donations from Christian charities to set up something special for them as a nation because of Abraham. Did you think that you were a participant in the Abrahamic blessing? You know, why don't we look at the olive tree? I wanted to have plantations of olive trees in desert areas where I produced fresh water. Yes. And I had a large amount of fertilizer that no one was doing because they weren't using it right, because they were treating it as sewage. But I realized the importance of olive oil. Are you one of those that are very well to do and you only drink virgin olive oil? A lot of those that have programmed their sex, yes, their whole concept is that each and every ingredient of what they make as a woman affects their thoughts while being. Now, let's say you like to cook, and I like to eat comfort food, and you want to have the best food to eat. Yes. And there was that virtual menu. Yes. In fact, one time about 7 years ago, somebody asked me, he said, "Well, what's your favorite meal?" And I didn't really think of my favorite. I thought of, what's it called? Chicken fried steak. Yes, it's not really chicken. It's a hearty meal. A fried breaded hamburger. Actually, it's a form of hamburger. Yes, it is. It's a cube steak with some sort of mashed potatoes. Yes, different types of vegetables. Now, now for all the women, yes, that were using the virtualized menu to prepare their meals, thinking that they were preparing their sexuality. Yes. Do you remember that? Where if you were to use virgin olive oil, it would give you a sense of purity when approaching the matrimony bedroom. Now, I like the pure sexuality of women. I had heard of some women that got porned. Yes. Involving farting while having sexual intercourse? No. When I heard that, I was like, no, I don't think so. Now, what individuals thought that they were going to completely destroy heterosexuality because they stank up the heterosexuality? Yes. Or maybe you were just at that point of realizing the orgasm of being in a relationship and somebody decided to piss you at just the wrong moment. Now, I know there's been a lot of torture to the sexuality of heterosexuals. Well, there has been, haven't there? Oh, you who controlled the urine, yes, and you controlled the gas, would intentionally try to stink up the bedroom so that you would porn the actual heterosexuality. Now I'm going to need some volunteers that like comfort food, yes, that are willing to allow for other women to experience their lactation, yes. And if it's necessary, they might need to prepare some food in the kitchen before volunteering, and then bring different types of comfort food to the office so that we could all try some of it while working. Now, who was it that was always bringing the cookies, Oral Annie? And who thought that the goodies were the answer? And you remember all those pastries and donuts you were eating that were saturated in broadband? Wouldn't you rather be saturated in broadband while bathing? Yeah.